Well, I am toying with the idea of having a crack at my memoirs when I retire. And I was thinking recently that if I do write my own memoirs, or perhaps if someone writes a biography, God help us if they do, and I hope if it's ever done, I hope it's not for a very long time. But I think the title that I would give my autobiography is probably Always from Somewhere Else. Because I have been the original Rolling Stone, even as a kid. I was born in Melbourne, but did my primary schooling in Adelaide, came back to Melbourne. We moved around within Melbourne. As a priest, I was in various parishes in Melbourne. Then I went to Rome and Jerusalem and different parts of Europe. Eventually, I came back and taught in Melbourne, but then I was asked to go back to Rome to work in the Vatican. Came back as a bishop. I was in Melbourne. I was the Archbishop of Canberra. I was the Archbishop of Brisbane. And when I was in Rome, I was always from Australia. When I came back to Australia, I was always from Rome. When I was in Canberra, I was always from Melbourne. When I came to Brisbane, again, I was always from somewhere else. And even as I look to retirement, people have said to me, "Oh, you're going home to Melbourne for retirement?" And I've said, well, no, Melbourne's not home for me anymore. But home's a mysterious thing, because in some ways I'm more at home in Rome than I am in Australia. Not in every way, but in some ways. I lived there for 13 years and they were important years in my life. So where am I from? Where is home? Hard to say. So something like always from somewhere else. I have been a pilgrim, no moss, on this rolling stone.